Hello, welcome to Mount Tabor Grand Lodge YouTube channel. I am Grandmaster Herbert M. Ware. I do thank you for tuning in. I thank all of you who have been watching these videos over the past couple of years and the many people who subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's my hope that these videos have sparked thought and aided and assisted you in your search for elevation and increase. Don't forget, we do have a book, Masonic Maturity Through Scripture, available on Amazon. And this book is good for Masons and Eastern Stars or not. It's good for brothers and sisters, men and women. The information in it is designed to spark thought and help you elevate and have increase in your life. So feel free to send us a donation if you want to. Cash App, Zelle, or just mail a donation. Over the past couple of videos, I think the title has been along the lines of Recognize and Adjust. And so with the season we're in the world today, we do have to recognize. We do have to make some adjustments. And it all starts with us. So as one teacher, biblical studies teacher would say, are you ready to pet this puppy? I just love that phrase. That just means go to work. This video here is Recognize and Adjust 101, Thoughts About Yourself. You see, the mind is never blank. It is never void of thought. Thoughts create things because we attract to us what we think about most. If you think good, good happens. You think bad, bad happens. Life and most of what happens in the world today is beyond our control. The pandemic is beyond our control. However, you are still responsible for the results you get. The information you receive, I receive, is often biased and or incomplete at best. However, you are still responsible for the results you get. Then you have in your life those well-meaning people, well-meaning, misinformed, who are willing and eager to tell you what's happening and what you should do. However, that's right, you are still responsible for what you get. Now, if you are responsible, you have to control what is within your capability to control. That would be your thinking. Your thinking is fueled constantly by what you hear, see, and read. Now, Masons and Eastern Stars are to be independent thinkers, not crowd followers. You remember where the Pied Piper led the crowd. So controlling your thoughts is essential. It's a simple process. It's not easy, but it's simple. It has a simple mathematical solution: addition and subtraction, subtraction and addition. You see, you add to life by subtracting from life. Knowing that a thought is always present, you have to focus on where you wish to go or what you wish to be. You think about your desired end, obsessively focused on your desired end. The world, the devil, and the flesh, your will, are constantly submitting thoughts for us to ponder. You got to be aware of thoughts containing delays, deceptions, disappointments, and distractions. Remember, the mind is never void of thought. So be aware of even the smallest subtle negatives that cross your mind. You see, a mountain is made up of many molehills. So to solve this problem of failed thinking mathematically, you add to your life by subtracting. Very simple. You can kill evil and negative thoughts by replacing them with good, with the positive, with progressive thoughts. Now, it's best to develop a core group, an arsenal of positive thoughts. You got to recognize, of course, the best source and adjust your strategy accordingly. The best source for positive and progressive thoughts would be the Holy Bible. You see, God has given us principles and precepts to live by, and each one has an attached promise. Now, the world wishes you to follow them. The devil wishes you to reflect back on past failures and problems. And then the flesh wants you to focus in on the here and now, the quick, fast, and immediate, all of which breaks your focus on moving forward towards your purpose and your God-given assignment. If I can break your focus, I can control your destiny. I can determine the end result that you're going to get. Now, Masons and Eastern Stars have always stood in sharp contrast to the world around them because they have been independent thinkers. Yes, everyone is connected to something or someone. The world is interdependent. What that means is I'm waiting on somebody to do something so I can do what I need to do. But then there's somebody waiting on me to do what I need to do so they can do what they need to do. Oftentimes, it's simply feeding their family, putting food on the table, bringing in an income. Everything and everyone operates by thinking or by instinct and conditioning. We have to choose how we're going to operate. Everyone operates according to either the world system or the Word, the godly system. You choose. You have to choose which one you're going to operate by. The neighbor said, the news said, the Bible said. You choose. You see, you subtract the negative and non-progressive and add what is positive and progressive in both thoughts and deeds, and that way you're going to move forward. Now, the first reason I keep saying true Masons and Eastern Stars stand in contradiction to the world around them is because they recognize the truth and then adjust accordingly to receive revelation. You see, truth is the real object of Freemasonry. Truth is symbolized by the word in our VSL. Read it for yourself. It's always best if you do your research yourself. The book of John, chapter 1, verse 14. 8 verses 31, 32. Chapter 14, verse 6. 16, verse 13. Truth makes us stronger. Truth is the only foundation that provides you with peace and power. You see, when you're living in truth, it is sometimes difficult, but they don't pay much for easy. Never have. Living life according to truth means you possess the God kind of faith, and you will know your ending before you even begin. When you know the ending, you can enjoy the journey. When you're living in truth, you will be willing to subdue yourself and live according to a higher directive. And what better directive than by the Creator of all? See, the purpose of speculative Masonry today is to assist society in separating worshipers of God from the way of the world. Masons are in the world, but not of the world. So when the elements of truth are studied, practiced, and then internalized, placed in your spirit, you will know the truth, you will walk in truth, and the truth makes you free. Now let me give you a warning. Some people will criticize you, some people will talk about you, some people will not like you. But to that I say, the dogs bark, but the caravan moves on. If you want it in a spiritual contest, let not the barking deter you, because you're on a mission. Now, the second reason I say true Masons and Eastern Stars stand in contradiction to the world around them is because they know life can only be lived Okay. They know life can only be lived if it is purpose driven. The shift is happening right now. People are going to fall and other people are going to rise. It depends on where you are mentally in your thought patterns. Now is the time for you to identify your talent and opportunities for elevation and increase. Now is the time to pray for what's called revelation. You see, man is happiest in spite of circumstances when he's in the pursuit of something. All else is surviving, trying to make it, or hanging in there. But if you really want to move forward, then you go to Proverbs 29:18, where it says, where there's no vision, people perish. But he that keep the law, happy is he. In other words, identify your purpose and your assignment. Get your vision through revelation. Your vision will draw to it the principles and precepts for manifestation. Your vision, the thought, will draw to it the needed counsel for success. Your vision is what sparks right thinking. And if you need to know how to handle your vision, go to Habakkuk 2, verses 2 and 3, where it tells you to write it down. Read it regularly, because your vision, when received by revelation, will cause you to do the math. Subtract from your life so that you can add to your life. The third reason I say true Masons stand in contradiction to the world around them is because they recognize that their lives are their responsibility and then adjust their strategy for living, not surviving, not getting by, not hanging in there. They adjust their strategy. They pray for strategy for living. They choose to build their lives on truth that never changes. Principles and precepts that stood, stand, and will be forever. To do this, they must separate themselves from the masses. Okay, we're back to math. Subtracting some people, subtracting some things from life in order to add to life. And at the start of your Masonic journey, you were asked, what came you here to do? What's your goal? What do you want? What's your vision? Why are you even here? Now, part one of your answer was to learn to subdue my passions. We're talking about the bad passions. And basically you were saying to bring them under control by force or authority, to subtract, to take away something. Something always has to replace it. Remember, the mind is never void. There are no voided spaces in the mind. So when you subdue and take away a bad passion, thoughts of delays, deceptions, distractions, other thoughts have to replace them. So you choose whether those replacement thoughts are going to be good or additional bad thoughts. You have to make that choice. Part two of the answer was to improve myself in Masonry. This is addition. Why in Masonry? Freemasonry is a system of teaching whereby you can learn, develop, and perfect skills that allow you to better take care of your family and contribute to the lives of others. You see, the outside evidences, the results of our betterment, are the fruit of what we allow to be planted on the inside. The Masonic Lodge offers correlated Bible and Masonic teachings that will together impregnate your spirit. Masonic teachings strengthens the mind, it sharpens the senses, and it promotes domestic happiness. It ameliorates the temper and improves understanding. Masonic teachings is company in solitude, and it gives regulation to passions, and it fuels proper thought, prayer, and will. Now, understand, recognize, and adjust this, my brothers and sisters. The universe is responsive. You can have pretty much anything you wish. The universe returns and multiplies that which has been planted or given to it. We're talking thoughts 101. Recognize and adjust. 101 thoughts about yourself. The universe returns and multiplies what it is given or what is planted within it. What you give or plant is wholly dependent upon the books you read, the videos you hear, the meetings and seminars you attend. Darkness among Freemasons is emblematical of ignorance. Therefore, the absence of light must be the absence of knowledge. And how do you gain light or knowledge? By the books you read, the videos you hear, and the meetings and seminars that you attend. Plain and simple. Add, and something is going to be subtracted. Subtract something, and you must add something. A Mason is said to be in search of light, more light, and further light until he has reached its fullness. With Master Masons, that's the Holy of Holies. There are opportunities, my good people, that are arising now out of this pestilent season for the right people on the right path, doing the right thing. I ask you, I recommend to you strongly, follow the light. Please email me testimonies. Let me know if these videos have been inspirational and what you've accomplished because of your hearing and how things are going with you. Again, we're praying for success, peace, power, and prosperity for those of you that are accompanying me and Mount Tabor on this journey. Like, follow, and share us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Tell others to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we love you for it. Become a partner by donating to our cause. And don't forget Masonic maturity through Scripture. Remember, at Mount Tabor Grand Lodge, we strive to be added value to you and all you know, to all we talk to and present these ideas to. We don't elevate, wrong. We don't levitate. We always elevate. Thank you.